Hey YouTube, welcome back to Dave's Crib. And in this week, we're just going to be talking about my executions, the trades I missed, the trades I took, my setup for next week, and how I want to approach the market based on certain sentiments. So let's dive in. So the first thing I always look at on the charts, my OG members usually know this, is to check DXY. Why? Because this market is symmetrical, and symmetrical markets, whenever they are moving in symmetry, it's always screaming high probability. But whenever you enter a market which is decoupled, it's always screaming low probability. So you should always take that at the back of your mind. You should always know where to push the button and when not to push the button. So for those of you that are new to the channel, that's like the first thing you should just even learn. First thing you should jot down. So looking at everything right now, from last week, we already knew that we're bearish on DXY because of the close we had on this significant low over here. So I wanted to see price jump down into this imbalance over here, which was what made me very, very bullish on NAS, because I wanted to see DXY rebalance this imbalance over here. Moving over to NAS, you can see the entire structure is bullish. And moving over to the 4-hour, whenever I'm looking at the 4-hour, it's always because I want to see imbalances get rebalanced, and because the daily doesn't really have anything it's coming down into. From yesterday, it looks like an immediate rebalance. For those of you that are listening to ICT very well, he said something after immediate rebalances. He said there's always a catapult up whenever, or down depending on the bias, whenever we have an immediate rebalance. So if you look at the weekly, there was nothing price was coming down into. So at the time, it wasn't as big as this. At the time, it was around here, right? At the time, it was around here. So there was nothing price was coming down to rebalance except this volume imbalance over here. So I knew that was not even it. I knew if I placed my bets, I could be 60 to 75% correct. So I placed it with the sentiment of looking at the 4-hour and seeing the immediate rebalance here and going down to the 15 minutes. We then produced this market structure shift over here, and then I took the trade, and it was about 1 to 2 I closed for, which gave me about like $200 in profit. And the mistake I had this week was this running trade I had from last week, which would have given me about 1 to 3 as well. I had a mistake because when I trailed my stop loss, I forgot and I closed the position by mistake. Sad. But I believe everything happens for a reason, so I'm not even going to ponder on it a lot. It was just sad at the moment because I really wanted the price to like run with these two positions. But anyways, I closed it for about like $120. I'm not really sure, but I closed this for 200, and then the loss I had on gold, which was about 100. So everything all together is about like 219. Yeah, I think I'm done for this month. And moving over to next month, I'm going to be waiting for market to actually show its hand, because the way price is looking, it looks like it wants to flip on DXY, because this liquidity it took over here was something I had already charted out. I wanted to see this liquidity swept, and if price is ready, expand downwards into these imbalances here. This should be the last line of resistance, then it moves up. But it could do it early, so I'm very, very cautious, and I want to actually place my bet at the high probability market. And if you also remember, we are bullish on NAS. We are kind of overbought. So I could actually start seeing sentiment or industries or big institutions start looking for ways now to drop their, stocks and everything to see the market sink, moving towards the November period. So that's my own sentiment on the market. I'll wait towards the middle of October to the ending of October to be very sure and ready for the market. I don't really think I have anything else to say. It was just incredible trading this week and then having a win, and is a very good start to my account, because I would have been up about like 6 to 7%, but like I said, everything happens for a reason. So we're currently up about 4.4%, and this is how the trading account looks like. This is also how the match trader account looks like. So if you don't know what's going on in trading, just continue just showing up. Continue doing things that you see me doing. Continue doing things that you see me doing. What do you see me doing? You see me waiting for liquidities to get swept. You see me waiting for price to enter an imbalance. You see me waiting for market structure shift. So those kind of things now, and I'm not doing these things at random levels. I'm doing these things at like premium and discount levels, looking at the correct biases and then trying to like place my trades at convenient levels, things that make sense. So you can see these things now and you can now realize that, oh, this shit is actually not impossible. I'm not a robot. You get me? This shit that I've worked years for. I'm lending you my knowledge basically. You get me? That's what I'm just doing. And for those of you that are grateful, I thank you. And even if the channel is still growing, very soon we will show our face. I know. Yeah. Everybody's like, shit. When you going out, shit. But like, I mean, very soon, everything has its own time, and eventually, at its best time, I would like start doing the thing globally, and like it will be very grand, honestly. But for now, we will just keep on doing what we're doing and then excelling at this scale. I don't think I have anything else to say. It's just been incredible talking to you guys as usual. And until I talk to you guys next time, stay safe.